everybody, it's Chris from the Evermore podcast, Newcastle United podcast, and the Evermore YouTube channel. We're back with another Rumour has a video where we're looking at players linked to the clubs this summer. And as we all know, the Hugo Ekitike deal looks like it's very much in the toilet right now. So we're going to be looking at centre forwards. There's been quite a few names linked already, and we've got another one here to run through in a second for you. But just before we do, a little bit of housekeeping as always. If you haven't, please remember to click that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, helps us bring more regular content to you. We've really enjoyed the interactions and the level of subscribers we've been getting over the last few weeks in the summer. It's been absolutely brilliant. The pre-season, we're all waiting for that season to kick off, and we're all waiting for the new players to come in. But we'd love you to join us. So smash the button, hit the bell, and every time we do a video like this, you'll be notified. And you can jump on and have a look and let us know what you guys think in the comments as well. We love engaging with you. So without further ado, let's get stuck into the latest player in the Rumour has it wheel of transfer activity or transfer news even. Again, we can't stress enough, this isn't an ITK video. We don't have any inside knowledge. This is literally just players that have been linked in various outlets, whether it be journalists, media, social media, and just our take on it really. And then whether, you guys, but, think we should sign the player or not. So this player we're talking about is another striker. Very interesting one, this actually, because this guy could possibly be a free transfer. And he does seem to be quite coveted by a lot of clubs. So let's get stuck into this player. Of course, we're talking about the Italian international who plays for Torino currently. Is about to become a free agent, which is Andrea Belotti. Very, very good player. 28 years old, a natural goal scorer, a really, really good player. Just a little bit of the stats that Mark's pulled up there for you just before we kind of look at that in detail, just to give you an idea of his goal return. So in Serie A, in 270 games, he's got 106 goals and 27 assists for Torino. So he's got a really good record there as a striker in that division. He's got 12 and 44 for Italy. So he's scored at the national level as well. Last season he got, I think it was 8 and 23. So he's hampered by a little bit of injury, I think, last season. But still a decent return, still a decent striker. So looking at some of the key elements there that Mark's pulled up, his off-the-ball movement is very, very good. He's a very tricky player. He never stands still. He's always looking to create space. He can come deep. He can pull out wide, as you can see on the heat map there as well. He's a very, very busy striker, the kind of striker that defenders hate playing against, to be honest with you. Again, I've said this so many times, but I think a player like this would be a really good asset to the squad. Right-footed, I think he could play on the right-hand side of a front three with Maxi and Wilson, or he could play instead of Wilson if Wilson's injured, or just if we feel that Belotti's a better choice for a striker than Wilson potentially would be that game. You can see from the comparisons on the side there, in terms of where Callum Wilson outshines Belotti in terms of his goals and key passes and elements like that. So when you're looking at the radar grid there, obviously the purple is where Belotti's slightly higher. You can see he's slightly higher in goals. Obviously a lot higher in assists. We all know Callum likes to put them away, not create them really, which we've got no problem with that. We love a number 9 who just sticks in the back of the onion bag here. But Belotti seems to be a bit more than that, which makes me think he could be in a front three rather than just a main man striker. But you can see from the comparisons there, I think he could easily step in and do that job as the main striker if Callum is injured, which we hope to God next season that he isn't. We'll be more fit than he is injured. But again, just looking at that, the kind of key greens that stand out on Mark's radar map, you've got the goals there. He's getting 0.53 goals per game, so he's in the 80th percentile for the top 5 European leagues. You can see his shots. He's getting 3.5 shots a game. He's in the 89th percentile for that. His dribbling completions as well, 56.5% of his dribbles are successful. So he's in the 82nd percentile of that. And his pass attempts and his aerial duels won. He's not a massively high, tall lad. That is, he's just over 6 foot. But, he does win a fair few headers. Nearly half of them on headers he goes for. He's in the 59th percentile on that regard as well. So you can see there he is a very, very talented player. And I think the best part about this deal, in terms of the financial fair play, is that he would be a free agent. I mean, he'd command a half decent wage, I bet you. But I don't think he would be maybe anywhere near the 120,000 a week mark that we've kind of put as a market down. And if he was, fair play, because he's an experienced player, he's a goal scorer. Arsenal apparently are interested too, as I believe West Ham have tabled a bid. They seem to be the firmest interest in him. There isn't a lot of key links from journalists at the minute from Belotti. So obviously we've scouted him in the past as a player. Reportedly, the owners have sent scouts to look at him, probably aware of his transfer, or so his contract negotiation situation. So it's possibly one of those. But I do think this is a player at 28 years old at the peak of his powers, a goal scorer, obviously in one of the top European leagues and at international level. I think it's the kind of player that you should be interested in, without a shadow of a doubt. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you think Belotti's worth a stab or not. West Ham definitely need a striker, I think, because Antonio is very good. He's very disruptive, but he does struggle in terms of goal droughts. You know, he has a great podcast with our own Callum Wilson, and they're brilliant at that, to be fair to the lads. It's absolutely great podcast. But they often joke about the amount of goals that Antonio gets. And I think at the minute, Antonio's purple patch of scoring goals has definitely dried up a bit. I think he's potentially creating more than he's scoring. Maybe Belotti can help him get more goals as well, which is what West Ham are thinking. But I'd be disappointed if we're not in for this lad. I mean, obviously with the Ekitike deal going south, you know, we did a video on Alexander Isak the other day, who's a young striker, 22. He's kind of gone off the boil a little bit in La Liga, but they want big money for him, 40 million quid. And apparently the owners are worried about the FFP breaches and obviously what could come with regards to that. So Belotti on a free transfer makes a lot of sense, to be fair. But again, let us know what you guys think. You know, we'd love to have a chat with you and see whether, you know, you agree or disagree with what we're saying. Personally, I think he'd be a good addition to the squad. I think a player who could score goals like that at that level at the peak of his powers at 28, for me, is a no-brainer on a free transfer. But we'll wait and see what happens. There'll be loads of other strikers, like I'm sure, in the coming weeks. But we certainly will be getting in a striker. I'm certain of that. Now the Ekitike deal looks like it's disappeared. So as I mentioned at the start, if you like what we do here, guys, please drop us a like and comment and hit that notification bell. Come and join us. You know, I think we're nearly 1,200 subscribers. We're only a couple away, so we'd love you to get us over that mark. And we really enjoy seeing all the subscribers coming in the comments you guys give us as well. And we'll be back soon with another Rumour Has It video. This is Chris signing off. Let's keep supporting that team of Core United, and we'll keep our eyes out for another busy transfer activity in the next few weeks. See you soon, guys.